Good morning. It is the second last day of April. You're well with Heidi and Colette on this first local morning, and today is a Baby Friday.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay.
I got all tongue twisted there. I was trying to put my watch under the desk, like, you know, trying to be. There we go.
Oh, it's a pretty watch too.
Yeah, just pretend like it's going on. It's fingertips.
It's like, that's a really pretty watch.
Thank you. Squirrel. So
Yes.
we got a couple of entertainingness, some entertainment
nuggets,
news,
some
little
factoids.
nuggets, something about the royals out there. Do you want to?
Sure.
Kick off?
Prince William and Kate Middleton are celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and this is being commemorated with the release of 2 new pictures.
Oh, dear
heretofore
God.
unseen.
This family.
Yeah, so...
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, that is the one.
He looks a lot like his mother, right? He looks a lot like his mom.
Yeah, well, you know, and
He
with
looks
that,
old for his age, too.
He does. But what a lovely picture of them, and it looks pretty natural, I think, you know, and
I choose to remain silent on the royal family.
I know, but it's kind of my thing, and, you know, as, you know, one of the remaining pieces of Diana, I hold on to the boys, and I really...
A lot of people feel that way.
I was actually quite shocked that it's been 10 years, but I guess they have, like, what, 27 kids or something now, like...
I think it was something like that, 25, 29, 27.
Was it quite a few? Three?
I don't know.
I think they have 3 children
I knew
now.
they had 1. I honestly didn't know they had more than 1. The couple who... Okay, so what else is going on? So they released a photo. This is the big thing?
Well, it's just in commemoration of their 10-year anniversary. And you just looked at one of them.
I just find
the other one is a really cute, candid shot of their eldest boy, the heir. You know. So
my level of interest is. I know I'm trying. I just
kind of feels like me when you talk about hockey.
Oh God, hockey! Canada won last night. See the change? Yeah, see the vibe's better. Anyway, let's get into some news. We've got some Band-Aids you want to rip off for local COVID numbers.
You know, it's the same Band-Aid as yesterday, really. Bigger than a round one, but smaller than, you know, the actual plaster.
Yeah.
So Algoma Public Health once again reporting 4 new cases of COVID-19, all attributable to the Siouan area. Contact tracing would have Algoma Public Health reach out to anybody who is determined to have been a close contact to any of these 4 cases. So if you do not hear from Algoma Public Health, then clearly you are not considered to have been exposed to these 4 new cases. So cases 325 through 328 are reported to be self-isolating. Cases 325, 327, and 328 all list their cause of exposure as close contact, and case 326 lists cause of exposure as being international travel.
Okay,
so
I
international
saw that
travel.
last night.
Yeah.
Why? Who are they letting in? What's going on?
I don't know.
I thought we were not doing that. I find it suspicious that there are so many out-of-towners listed.
Yes.
4, but there's 2 in hospital. So where are the other 2?
Well, I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm going to now.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, we were discussing it this morning because it's...
Okay,
so
sorry,
we
go ahead.
know
Let's start
through...
back.
No, you've covered these stories, and it's important. You know, we know that as part of the strategy to mitigate the spread in you know, the hotspot regions, some patients are being brought to northern communities and areas that have been less impacted by COVID-19.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read these numbers, and, you know, there are some questions that Colette and I were debating in the room this morning. So locally, we have administered 130,263 tests. Okay, no contention there. Out of those, we have 324 cases that have been confirmed. Okay, active cases. So here's where we start to kind of wonder. So active cases, we have 41. Okay. 3 of those are listed as non-Algoma residents, and this is coming from the release from Algoma Public Health. Currently hospitalized, we have 3 people. Only 1 of those 3 people is listed as a non-Algoma resident. So to go back to Colette's question, where are these other 2 non-residents? Just a question. So, you know, and it could be a typo. It could have been, you know, just somebody who's, you know, making the press release going too quickly. Unsure, but it just, it did bring up some questions for us this morning. Our number of resolved cases has seen a boost. So at this point, out of the 324 confirmed cases, we can list 290 as having been resolved. And in this moment, we have 49 cases that have screened positive for the variants of concern. So your questions are heard, Colette.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, so yesterday Minister Romano had a press release or a press conference with regards to training more personal support. And as you know, Ross Romano is our local MPP, but he's also the Minister of MPP. He's also the Minister of Colleges and Universities. So he was with the long-term care minister right there, Mary Fullerton. Mary Lee. They announced $86 million to help train up to 8,000 personal support workers through private career colleges and district school boards. In order to take advantage of this announcement, though, I'll just summarize this quickly. We talked about it yesterday, but you need to be registered in a private career college between May 1st and July 31st, 2021. If you're in your second year, you'll be able to apply for some money back for a couple $1,000s. Like I said yesterday when I made this announcement, it's crazy because if you're in your second year and you've just paid, or in your first year and you've just paid, I think you would feel the sting of not having free tuition. So personal support workers, like we know, are the backbone, especially obviously in our long-term care facilities. And we've really seen a decline in our long-term care facilities through COVID-19. I think maybe if you could look at a benefit of some of COVID-19 issues that have come about is finding the pitfalls and the areas of concern in long-term care facilities that the government's addressing. So this would be a benefit to a pandemic that we're going through right now. If you want to put a positive spin on something, no, it's true. I mean, we needed to do something with long-term care facilities, and he's doing it. So $86 million coming our way. And hey, so if you're looking into a new career, there you go. Free tuition.
I was smiling at you because I admire your ability to summarize and to always hit the, you know, the salient points.
Well, thank you.
Your ability.
You're making me all red.
See, now you know how it feels.
Yeah, but yours is over Aquaman or Waterboy, whatever. I'm calling him Waterboy. I like it better.
He is not a water boy. I believe Adam Sandler was the water boy.
So funny. I just watched it the other night. Okay, why don't we go over to Craig and find out what's going on with the weather? Because that sun is shining. It is a beautiful day for our baby Friday. I'm happy. You're happy. We're feeling confident. Give us good news.
Hey, good morning, and it is a good morning because we are actually seeing some sun right now and some decent temperatures coming in for later on today, but don't get too used to it because we're going to see some cloud come in later on today. We'll take a look at our current situation. Take a look outside. It's not really all that smoky. That's just some fumes coming up from the buildings, but that's our downtown right now, and it's looking, if you can see it, kind of dry. Okay, let's get out of that, Mike. Okay, currently we are sitting at 2 degrees. We should warm up quite quickly over the next couple of hours anyway. The winds are a non-issue from the north, and the pressure is falling. That's because we do have a low pressure and a cold front out to the west coming our way. So for the 12-hour forecast, we are looking like this. For this morning, we should hit around 6 degrees. Temperatures hitting 14 in the afternoon, but we see the clouds roll in then, and then we're going to see some rain showers later on tonight with a chance of flurries because the temperatures are going to be dipping, and it really all comes down to the timing. So if there's still rain in those clouds later on tonight and the temperatures dip, well, it's going to turn to snow. So we will take a look at the 3-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
I don't want to look at the 3-day.
I'm say whatever. Did you see how easily he just kind of slipped that little snow in there? Am I going to have to put my
boot up your ass?
Oh gosh.
No,
and all that wants to come out is profanity.
Me too. Well,
windshield cover is being invoked. Invoked.
I'm pretty sure nobody wants to know the 3-day. Okay, so pretty good news yesterday. Why don't you, you're going into the, she's just thinking super coffee. The government announced some money if you're taking some days off for vacation.
That's for, well, not for vacation.
Sick days.
Okay, so the provincial government, the province is now looking at reimbursing employers for up to 3 paid leave days related to COVID-19 for every employee. Okay, so the conversations between the provincial government and the federal government are ongoing, and they're working together to further support vulnerable workers by doubling payments made through the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit, the CRSB program, and the province will introduce legislation that, if passed, will offer up to 3 paid sick days per employee. Okay, so today, Monty McNaughton.
Okay, he's one of my favorites.
Monty
McNaughton. He's got lots of kids. He's been married to his wife. He's a great
Is it
politician.
inappropriate to say he looks like Waldo with a real job?
He is young looking.
Where Waldo can be found right now?
Yes. Oh my goodness, he does look like Waldo. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. No, that's completely inappropriate. Very serious man with a very serious job, Monty McNaughton.
Regardless, he does
Minister of Labour, Training and Skills Development will introduce legislation that would, if passed, require employers. Okay, so this hasn't been passed. They're just talking about it.
Well, yeah, but like I said to you yesterday, if Ford wants to remain in any type of political position, he needs to make sure that this passed, because somebody needs a fall guy, and he's going to be the fall guy for the province if they don't do it.
Nonpartisan.
Oh, I'm not. I actually, I haven't voted in years, to be quite honest with you. But, you know, just saying. So we'll find out some more about that when it comes down.
Okay, there is a cap on what's available.
Okay, what is it?
I'm going to go back to the story.
What is the cap?
Okay, so Monty McNaughton will introduce legislation that would, if passed, require employers to provide employees with up to $200 of pay for up to 3 days if they are missing work because of COVID-19. So the program will actually become, if passed, become retroactive to April 19th and will be effective until September 25th, the date the CRSB will expire.
Okay.
Okay, so this is to kind of help people keep up on bills while also helping support their efforts to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 by making choices in favor of the collective as compared to, well, you know, I've got to pay the bills, I got to put food on the table.
Yeah, for sure. So, it's just the thing is, it's only 3, like we were saying.
3 days.
3 days of 14 is, you know, $600. Speaking of government, where is our money for our children? It was supposed to be starting to roll April 26th. I went back. I'm checking my bank account. It's not deposited. Let me know if you've received yours. I'm going to look into that today.
Yes.
Okay, so Ross Moreno was in the hot seat. He was in the good seat in the beginning when he announced some funding. He got to be the face of that, but he was also in a little bit of hot seat because a local advocacy group is questioning Ross Moreno, and that is CHAT, and that acronym stands for Citizens Helping Addicts and Alcoholics Get Treatment.
Okay.
This time they are turning to a statement made by Ross in the W5 documentary segment called Steeltown Down. I believe everyone's familiar with that. Ross said to another news organization that the issue wasn't being ignored with regards to the W5 statement. In a series of chat videos, starting with Dr. Paul, they accuse him of not bringing attention to the abuse in the city. The province, since Steeltown Down was released, was provided funding for the downtown mental health and addictions bus has launched, which actually we are going to get into that. That's we're going to have an interview with them coming up pretty soon. So I'm
we're going to show you the bus.
We're going to show you the bus. The bus is coming to town. So, but that was launched in February this year. So he had made some movements about mental health and addictions. But CHAD is and other local advocacy agencies are. They were left out of a task force that was put together, and they're feeling that they should be a part of that as they do represent the community on these committees. So there is a story posted to SiouxOnline.com by the multimedia journalist Daniel Gregg. Go and read that and find out what's going on between Ross and a couple of our local advocacy groups. Vanna.
Vanna. Pick me a letter. Okay, so yesterday there was a fire off of Allen's Side Road, and it was significant enough that several people reached out, and Dan was, of course, already on top of it. Yeah,
big,
so there it is. That's what was visible, and so upon investigation, Sioux Fire Services responded to the old slag pits off Allen's Side Road earlier. Today for reports of a large fire. I just like that word, slag.
Slag?
Anyway, Slag.
Oh, slag. I thought you meant sly as in Sylvester? Okay.
Okay, no, slag.
Okay. Slag.
Upon arrival, large flames could be seen from the roadway. Sioux Fire Services accessed the property and appeared to deem the fire okay as it was not put out. Sioux Online was told by a reader that the pallets were being burned in that old slag pit.
Ah, okay.
See, I can be a little bit light about it because obviously nobody was hurt and it was a prescribed burn, I think is the word that Dan used. So one that people were aware of, suggesting that perhaps it was monitored. So Sioux Online reached out to Algoma Steel for comment at the time of publishing. They have yet to respond. So any updates that are reportable will be brought to you.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, stay tuned.
I think we're going to hit a commercial and we'll come back. We've got some more local news for you. Don't worry, we are getting to social media near the end. And I've got a little bit of a story about Kimye because their wild ride has come to an end. Coming right back after this commercial break.
The COVID-19 pandemic in Canada is serious. We must continue to practice all public health measures. Follow local guidelines for gatherings. Maintain physical distancing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and download the COVID Alert app. If you have symptoms, even mild ones, stay home. Protect yourself and others. We've come too far to stop now.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Welcome back to First Local Mornings. Baby Friday, April the 29th. You're here with Colette and Heidi. She has an interview.
I do.
Today, not with Kimye.
Like, wait, I do?
Sorry, we said we were going to come back with Kimye. It's in my nature to disregard, to gloss over the Kardashians.
It's like a bad accident. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to stop and see. It's just such carnage. You need to see it.
They are symptomatic, in my opinion, of everything that is wrong with the world.
I love the way they dress.
These vapid, decorated, celebrated people.
Well, they're not celebrating too much. Like, once upon a time, Kanye was celebrating to dip her butt in gold, and she thought he was a lyrical. Well, he is a lyrical genius. That's just unfortunate. Yeah. Well, he did. He wanted to dip her ass in gold. That was, whatever. I mean, it's kind of nice. It's the end of their ride. It seems that the fate of the she can't even handle it. It seems the fate of Kimye has gone out the window. It's upsetting because they have children. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they're pretentious or not. They have children. So I'm wondering. I've got to read through this story, but I'm wondering how much money is between those two. It must be ridiculous.
I'm sure there were 17,000 prenuptial agreements assigned. Like, come on, like, you know, can you imagine, like, the legal teams that were involved in this particular union? Like, I don't know, but check out these other names that just popped up. Bennifer, we got Ben and Jennifer, who went down the tubers. Brangelina, we know who they are, and Tomcat. Remember when he jumped on the couch in Oprah? Anyway, yeah, we're here today to bring you your most fascinating, updating, entertaining news that we have. What else do you got? Well, there was
I'm done with that story.
Speaking of fires, there was another fire locally.
Okay.
Yesterday in the noon hour, Sioux Fire Services responded to a call for assistance in the 900 block of North Street. Upon arrival, it appeared that they were dealing with a gas leak. Crews could be seen working on the gas line on the side of the house, preparing to ventilate the fumes inside the residence. Multiple units were dispatched. However, only pumper number 4 stayed for approximately an hour dealing with the call. So again, you know, I mean, as more information becomes available, we will keep you up to date. We will let you know what developments may or may not come of it. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Well, next week is our mental health week, but it's also the week that we honor murder and missing Indigenous women and children.
Yes.
Tanya, sorry, this is Canadian Press. Tanya Talaga, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that last name properly, docs Spirit to Store details ongoing colonial oppression in Canada. For 4 years after her acclaimed book, Seven Fallen Feathers, explored the deaths of Indigenous teens in Thunder Bay. She's a journalist, and she has returned to shine some new light on the ongoing colonial oppression and there and across Canada. And as you know, we have that wonderful family from the Sioux who are walking across to raise awareness. And
Scarlett Scott.
Scarlett Scott, thank you very much. So we'll have some more about them too coming up. But in the new documentary, Spirit to Soar, the award-winning Anishinaabe author follows up on the 2015-2016 inquest into the deaths of 7 First Nations high school students, 5 of whom were found dead in rivers in the northwestern Ontario city from 2000 to 2011. So I encourage you to go and click on this article. It's called Tanya Talaga Doc, Spirit to Soar, and educate yourself on what's on this book and what's coming up next week as far as missing and murdered Indigenous women and children.
And I believe in this moment we are missing a little bit more information about our weather.
Oh,
so
yes,
we're going to go
the 3-day.
Yeah, we want to know more about the snow, Craig. Why don't you lay us with some more snow, because you know it's almost May.
Thank you very much. Let's take a look at the radar and see where we're heading for today. We have clearing right now, or just partly cloudy skies at the moment. We should see a good couple of hours of sun before we start seeing some cloud from the west start to fill in later on today. That is the leading edge of another cold front coming in for later on tonight. We'll show you that on the systems board coming up. But as far as temperatures go for today, not looking bad at all. 13 degrees in Thunder Bay, 14 degrees. We're hopefully going to make 14 degrees today. We should. 16 degrees in Timmins, 15 in Sudbury, and 12 in Wawa. So we're all into the double digits today. A pretty nice day today. This is the system map for today. We can see a lot of low pressure systems, which is now being kept to the south because we have this high pressure system building in, but we also have this low pressure right here. This is the one coming in for later on tonight with a cold front dropping our temperatures by half for our day tomorrow, though it's going to leave us with some sunny conditions as this high pressure system moves in, though there is still that very slight chance of seeing some flurries later on tonight. Nothing's going to accumulate. This is the forecast for the next 3 days. Friday is going to be sunny, but it's going to be cool and windy. 7 degrees for your daytime high. It's not going to feel like 7, unfortunately, because the winds are going to be quite strong from the northwest, bringing that temperature, making it feel more like closer to 2 degrees. For Saturday, we rebound with our temperatures at 13 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. May even see a couple of showers in on Saturday. Sunday, looking really nice at 15 degrees. Very light winds and some mix of sun and clouds. So not looking all that bad for the weekend. And next week's looking pretty good too with some high temperatures. We'll tell you about that at 5 o'clock. And I will be back at 1 o'clock with your next update. Right now, let's send it back to Colette and Heidi.
Provide the
Good. Well, thank you very much. But I think I'm moving to Mackinac. I know it's Mackinac, but it's Mackinac, 17 degrees. Okay, Canada played last night very quickly before we hit social media. They won 4-2. Jack Mateer, we are following you, buddy boy. Keep it up, Canada. They play tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, and tomorrow they are entertaining Switzerland. But last night they beat Latvia 4-2. Over to you.
Okay, social media. Here we go. Bradley, our first commenter this morning. Good morning with 3 exclamation points. The closed-eyed smile. He says, happy baby Friday with the fist bump. Right back at you, Bradley. Allie and Ron, hey, I haven't seen your name in a while. It's nice to see you back. Good morning, ladies, with the sunshine and the closed-eyed winky smile. Nice to see you again, and good morning to you. Enika, good morning, everyone. I can't see the show this afternoon because I get my first vaccination at that time.
Way to go. That's awesome.
So, you know, a plethora emojis, a couple of smilers, a cup of coffee, a cookie. I ate 5 of those cookies yesterday. So
I had fruit.
Yeah, well, I did not have fruit. I ate 5 chewy chocolate chip cookies, and anyway.
It's
and 2
Amy's
tulips.
fault and Dan's fault for being so kind and generous.
I know. And I ignored them all day, and then I fell face first into them. And just ate 5 without even thinking about it.
I could go somewhere with that, but I won't.
Kimberly is watching. Hello, Kimberly. Are you wearing the schlanket? And which one? Which one?
White.
Inquiring minds want to know. Merci. Rip off the Band-Aid. Good morning, beautiful ladies. Good morning, and thank you for the compliment. Kimberly, why are people being denied testing?
What? Testing for what?
Well,
Testing for what? Well, we'll look into that again.
Yeah, okay.
Kimberly, we will fact check what you need and make sure we have the right answer for you.
Leslie W. Good morning, lovely
good
ladies.
morning.
Always a pleasure.
My CLA
Thank
beauty.
you. Thank you. Candy, positive vibe for today.
Yes,
Be
always.
kind, for everyone you know is fighting a great battle. Yeah, those are some good words for sure. Because you don't know what somebody else's experience is, what they're hiding behind, you know, their facade, the visage that they turn to the world. Thank you for that, Candy.
I got a tickle. See?
Statue Rona. Okay. Honeybee. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day.
Yes.
Here's a smile, and she's a little smiley emoji. Pass it on. Enjoy your day. Yes. So yes, that's very true. I was reading something last night. Pay no attention to the fitful coughing in the corner.
God,
it's
I
not
have a
what you think
tickle.
it is. She's got it. It's the coffee. Anyway.
Down the wrong tube. Anyway, yeah, a positive thought is always a great way to start your morning.
Well, and it's not about getting up and waiting to see how the day goes to be happy, right? It's about getting up and deciding
It's your life,
that
man.
no matter where the day goes, you're going to be happy. So make that choice. Well said, Honeybee. Yes. Giselle, good morning, everyone. And she's got the little, you know, pink cheek, eyes closed, smiley, and then the sun breaking on the horizon.
Oh, yeah. Sun's breaking on the horizon right over here. Woo. Holy cow.
Carl says, good morning from Carl and Marge, all the way down there in Fergus. Yes.
Say that.
Oh, Matt and Ruth are watching. Now, I'm not sure if it's either or both and, but more people from high school. Yay, I'm excited.
It's like I didn't go to high school or have any friends. I really,
Well,
actually, I don't know, maybe I was a bit of a nerd.
Matt, his brother John was in my grade, and I remember, and I think I referenced this once before, we went through this phase where we would say everybody's name backwards.
Oh.
Matthew backwards is Wedham.
I'm Etlock.
And you see, it still has the power to kind of engage that child in me. So good morning, Wedham, if it is in fact you. He says, good morning. Hope you have a most delightful day with 3 emojis, like the huggy, the hard laughing, and then just the grinning. Steph says, happy it's almost Friday, Thursday.
Should
Hello,
we start calling
Steph.
it Baby Friday? Should
Yeah.
we change it up? Let's call it Baby Friday.
Okay. Cindy, good morning, beauties. Hope you have a fantastic day. 2 cups of coffee. Stay safe. 2 masked emojis, 2 winky smilers, and 2 sunshines. Andrew is watching. How does a girl get so lucky, Andrew? All right. Margaret, good morning, all. Good morning, Margaret. Mark Jordan is watching. Hello, Mark. He says good morning. All right,
Mark.
fine then. Good morning. Here's Linda GG. Showers and cold winds. I know.
Not in Mackinac.
Your parents say good morning.
Good morning.
Merci says go Jack.
Jack Mateer. Yeah,
Okay.
go Jack, go.
Kimberly says COVID testing is being denied.
Oh,
Tiers
we'll
of
look into that for
eligibility.
sure.
I'm not sure.
We'll look
Ali
into
and
that.
Ron, thank you for your encouragement, ladies. Need to hear that today. We are here for
Awesome.
you. Back at 1 o'clock. And Steph, Thirsty Thursday. Yes.
Ooh, I want in on Thirsty Thursday. What's Thirsty Thursday? Let me know.